enterprise strategy, and that's a plan to increase the frequency of the service between Belfast and Dublin, and also to improve the journey time. Well, there's really three stages to this. The first stage is really to get an investment in new fleet, and that investment is in real terms is a modest investment. It's about around £50 million. To get that investment fleet would allow us to go to an hourly service fairly quickly. Once we get beyond that, we need to look at a feasibility study for journey time improvement between the two cities on our existing infrastructure. But we believe if we can get that feasibility done over the next 12 months, we could be starting to look at investment in that from 2020 onwards. And then beyond that, the longer term plan would be to look at electrification, perhaps for the whole line or at least parts of the line. We're already carrying around 1 million passengers on that network, and there are over 3 million people within commute distance to the overall network. So there's a real opportunity to grow that, double that potentially over the next 5 years.
Certainly within Iarnród Éireann and internationally is that where you provide increased frequency, reduced journey time, you get increased patronage. I would example the Dublin-Cork corridor, where just a little over a decade ago we had a similar service to the current enterprise service, and we moved to an hourly service. 18 months later we had grown by 30%, and that has continued in the intervening years with patronage now in and around 8 million passengers a year. The enterprise service was launched in the late 90s and is run jointly, as you would be aware, between the two companies. So that partnership is going to continue very strongly into the future as we grow enterprise service, increase the frequency, reduce the journey time.
Well, we've consulted widely with the business community. You know, we've consulted with the Institute of Directors, the CBI, and also Northern Ireland Chamber of Commerce, and similarly we've consulted in the south with the likes of IBEC, for example, and other business communities, and they're all telling us that there's a big demand for this.
Well, I think this has been a long-standing key project for the IOD and all our business organisations such as the CBI and the Chamber, calling for an hourly service. There's certainly a demand from the business community, but also in a time of Brexit, it's about building bridges, not borders. It connects that all-island economy, which is critical for our businesses in Northern Ireland, but also in the Republic of Ireland as well too. So we support this, and we believe that the investment should be secured.
In terms of the national planning framework for Ireland, we've identified that the Dublin-Belfast corridor is very important for the economic development both north and south, and we want people to respond by using that infrastructure for their travel.